Islam Makhachev, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down his striking, his elite grappling, and his freak show darts. But I will also break down some holes that I think JDM can take advantage of. So, let's get serious, ladies and gentlemen. Get that posture up. But first, we got Prize Picks. Prize Picks, so simple. Go to the App Store, download Prize Picks. You can pick more or less on your favorite players in the NBA, NHL, UFC, boxing, soccer for a chance to win 100 times your money. It's available in states like Texas, California, and 30 more, plus Canada. Right now, it's a great time to play. So if you use code TIMBO, Prize Picks will give you $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's Prize Picks, code TIMBO. Okay, we're talking about the freak show, one of the pound-for-pound best on the planet Earth. We're talking Islam Makhachev. Now, Islam Makhachev from Dagestan, he's been a professional since 2010, professional for a clean 15 years, along with becoming a combat sambo world champion in 2016 and a two-time Russian national champion. Okay, the guy is a real freak show. UFC 322 is coming up. We got November 15th, Madison Square Garden, and he's bumping up. He's bumping up to welterweight to look for 2 belts against the boxer, the Australian boxer, Jack Maddalena. Islam Makhachev right now has 27 professional wins and 1 loss, 5 KOs, 13 submissions, 34 years old, so he's got that real man strength. And these guys that have wrestled since they're young bucks, done combat sambo since they were young bucks, their grips are so freakishly strong. That's the one thing that you can't mimic. You can't mimic unless you have a world-class grappler. Their grips, when they lock their hands in an S grip or when they lock their hands in a gable grip, their pinch, their back. And now Islam Makhachev, they said he's walking around at 195 pounds. I heard when he was fighting at 155, he would walk around 205 pounds out of fight camp. So the dude is built. He is the good size welterweight. He's big. Most welterweights, they'll cut from anywhere 200 pounds, 205 pounds. He's not going to be undersized. That's one thing for sure. Let's take a peek here back when Islam Makhachev took on Dustin Poirier. This was June 1st, 2024 at UFC 302. A lot of high hopes. We really wanted Dustin to just bust him right on his chin, but automatically look at Islam coming out and level changing right away. People have to respect his grappling so much that it opens up good strikes for him. Changing levels, automatically changing levels, and not even wanting to shoot probably right off the rip, wanting to open him up with some strikes. Let's see here. He's real springy. He's an athletic big dude. His motion in the open is really good. Sharp left hand over the top, cracks him right off the rip, and shoots into a double leg. Let's see this here. Cracks him right off the rip, looks to get you to the fence, shoots head outside, double, puts his head back inside, and then this is beautiful here. This is what they do. If someone gets a good reaction on your double leg, which Dustin Poirier does here, look how good his reaction is. He goes double leg, Dustin goes underhook, and automatically Islam goes to a single leg. Head inside single leg. Him and Khabib both do this. They go head inside single leg after the failed double, and they step their left leg deep in the middle. And look at his left leg barely hook the ankle. As soon as he lifts, boom, and that was just so slick. We're 40 seconds into the round. Dustin Poirier wrestles with top level wrestlers. His partner was Bo Nickel. He had great wrestling partners for this at American Top Team. Islam comes down, puts him on his ass in 40 seconds. On top, half guard with far underhook. This is where he's going to feel just so strong. And this is where Jack Maddalena is going to have to, like I said before, open up with his jiu-jitsu. He's not going to be able to just wrestle, counter this guy and just do a basic underhook get up. He's going to have to do like he did against Bilal, his John Wayne sweep to off balance him or try to get underneath him and get in, enter his legs for some legs lock. Make it more of jiu-jitsu scrambles and wrestling scrambles, because this position right here, he's got a crossface with his right arm, head low, in half guard. He's going to really be a problem here. And it's not like Islam is a real 170er. Everyone I've talked to, people that said they've seen him grapple with 185ers and he ragdolls the 185ers. So again, and Islam said in the past that he's been 60% after recovering from those 155-pound weight cuts, which could be accurate. Okay, so he sits over the top here. Sits over the top, half guard for a Kimura lock. I don't know how Dustin gets out of this because this is tight. This is tight and this is dangerous. Steps over his head. Okay, this is how he did it. Let's see the mistake he made here. He goes half guard. So Dustin bridges, kind of explodes, and then goes the opposite way. So that was just a nice escape by Dustin. Follows the Kimura, takes the back. Not so nice after all. Thing about the Kimura is if you have a strong Kimura and you believe in it, you keep a hold of that grip, you're going to be able to control the guy quite a bit. So he spins out, but he still has the Kimura and he just follows it right to the back. Sinks his hips back. Now our body triangle. It's all these guys do. It's all these guys do. They came out with a vlog recently. They live in some old, tiny little village. All the Russians, they live in this old, like hostile looking motel. Islam even, champion, multi-millionaire, lives in these dorms, has a roommate, sleeps in a single bed. They train in the morning, rest, train in the afternoon. These guys are training hard compared to some of the richer folks who train, then go back to their beautiful mansion and their pool and their chefs, and just everything's just so comfortable. These guys are still living uncomfortable and they don't even need to. So we got body triangle, got the old gold gloves. Those gold gloves were soft. They just sucked. The old gloves that they came back with, the black ones, those are fucking hard as a rock, baby. You can put one on someone's chin and put them down real easy. Dustin's doing a good job. Whatever hand that comes over the shoulder, you got to get 2-on-1. You see him blocking it. Hand comes over the shoulders, got to get 2-on-1. Keeping his chin tucked, keeping his shoulders and his traps really high like this. Like this. If you're really up here, trying to fight the hand. Whatever hand that's over the shoulder, 2-on-1, 2-on-1, 2-on-1. Make one mistake here and you get your face cranked off. Starting to lose the body triangle. Again, Dustin Poirier is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Good black belt. And it's shown in his defense. This is good defense here. Staying calm, not panicking. And it just attention to the grips. Attention to the grips the whole time. Okay, round one. Rode them the whole time. One thing about those body triangles, you hold those body triangles for a long time, it does zap your legs. It does zap your leg. It's tiring for the guy on the back too, if you've done it. So Dustin Poirier comes out second round. Oh, God. Lazy kick. Outside kick. Watch him. He catches it, and you notice how he catches it. He doesn't just reach down and catch it. He goes over the top to catch it, just in case Dustin was going to a high kick. Kicks leg, beautiful timing, into his double. Kind of knee pounds in, they call it. You get in a double leg, you're stretched out, and you knee pound in, so you get your hips in. So he does this again. Boom, shoot. Knee pounds in, turns the corner, shelves the bottom leg, moves to both ankles. Now this is in freestyle wrestling, in collegiate wrestling, you got the shoes here. You got the shoes here. You can tangle up their legs. You can even turn them if you want. MMA, a little different. Slicker than butter. Slicker than butter with no shoes. So good escape there. Good escape there. Dustin's back on it. Pressuring him. One thing Jack does good too, he pops in with his shots and he pops all the way out with his shots. Doesn't really throw lazy leg kicks very often. And I'm sure they've practiced that a lot. Do not throw naked leg kicks. That's how you're going to get dumped. Islam looks like a welterweight in this fight even. I bet you he's walking in this fight 183 pounds if I had to guess. 181, 183 pounds, putting on 25 pounds in 24 hours. But still, Islam doesn't make a lot of mistakes compared to Khabib. Khabib would be just so frantic and kind of sloppy. Islam's much more tight with his boxing. Again, he's got a good eyes on. Kind of feints high. Let's see the little feint he does before he goes into this. Doesn't even really feint and reaches out. Southpaw, goes head inside single, just snatches it real quick. Snatches it real quick, stays real tight on it. Left arm real deep, and a beautiful limp leg out. Again, watch Dustin on the single leg. Needs to get his knee above Islam's grip. So look here. Dustin's knee is above Islam's grip, limp leg out. If Islam's grip is above Dustin's knee, he's got to wrestle the single leg. He's got to stuff the head. Islam tries to crawl up. Dustin does a good job. Kicks away. Circles off the fence. Good defense there by Dustin. But again, Islam doesn't panic and reshoot. He just stays nice and calm. Nice and calm on his feet. Good stance because he believes in his boxing and his striking so much also. Good motion in the open. Showing his shoulders. Stuttering his jab. Flashes jab. Left hand on the pipe. Southpaw, southpaw. Look at him. He parry jab, jab back. Feinting his jab, 3-2. Islam is sharp, and he said it in the countdown. He said it in the embeddeds. He feels like he could stand up with anybody on earth. Here we go again. Steps in, boom. Goes head inside. Head inside. And notice he doesn't step. He doesn't really step. He just changed levels, and he sprints forward almost like a sprinter. Head inside. Good penetration on the single. Drives into the fence. Looks for a double, but Dustin does a good job. He goes whizzer, and he goes blocking the bicep. Again, now look how Islam isn't just leaning on him. He's not just leaning on him. He's pushing off of the mat, angling his body, and driving his shoulder into the stomach, making him feel like 1,000 pounds compared to 183 pounds. Driving and just penciling his body. There's a lot of pressure here people don't realize. Strong pressure, like holy shit, this dude's huge. Dustin's doing a good job though. Good wrist control. Trying to get both hands inside. Goes double unders and circles off. Money. This is where, I mean, Jack's going to have a good time. If Dustin's able to move him around a little bit, I think Jack Maddalena is going to be able to do that. But I do think Dustin Poirier's jiu-jitsu is probably better than Jack's. But it's going to be all about Jack just being able to, like I said, create those jiu-jitsu scrambles. Forcing him to let go. Forcing him to let go of the grip and be able to work his way up. Easier said than done because Islam is going to be way stronger at this weight. We think he's strong at 55. We think he's like, oh yeah, but he's going to fucking be strong as hell at 170. So again, he shoots head inside single, and this time he just runs the pipe. A quick run the pipe. Watch his feet. Head inside. No, he does the same thing. So he does the same thing with that little scoop. Head inside single, lifts it up. As soon as he lifts, look at that little left scoop. Real quick and slick. God damn, it's nice when they do that. Ends up in the full guard. Good spot for Islam. Round 2 in the books. Boom. Cracks him with the uppercut. All his boxing is so clean too. Goes double unders. Steps in front. Steps in front of both. Loads him up on the hip. Gets his hip all the way deep through there. Dustin's real beat on this whizzer. He's got to give up on it. Gives up on the whizzer. Steps to the far side. God, he's got to be careful on his elbow. Yeah, I'm looking for that wrist ride. Now this is a bad spot for Dustin here. Short time, but look at how good Dustin fucking defense is. Keeping his traps up, shoulders up, 2-on-1. Rear naked chokes are so hard to get with the gloves on. It's so much different than being able to take my hand like this and slice it and punch it and get under the neck. There's these big grips and you can grip the gloves. It's so much harder to get a rear naked choke with gloves on than not. More than people think. Look how big Islam's back is. What the hell are these guys doing? Eating horse meat? They're eating horse meat, I think. Full mount. Okay, here we go. So Dustin works mount, is in mount. Jumps off the fence. Boom. Wrist the armbar. Wrist the armbar. Oh, it's a tight armbar. Forces the scramble. Islam goes double. Good job. Dustin's back on him. Back on him, screaming at him. Good time just for Dustin to start ripping his guts a little bit. Ripping his guts, or even that double lead knee. That double lead knee. Especially where Islam keeps shooting his head. It's a good opportunity there. Still sitting in the pocket. Every time Islam throws his punches, watch his opposite hand. Watch where his opposite hand is. His opposite hand's glued at his chin. A lot of people, they throw their opposite hand, they throw their right hook and their elbows flared or their hands down. You throw a good right hook and my left hand, you don't know what's coming. The defense is good. You don't know what shot's coming. It's going to be clean. So every time Islam's throwing his punches, he's just sharp with his hands. Not an easy guy to counterpunch. Hopefully Jack can just be really good, similar to he did with Bilal in the first round. How tricky he was being left and right. Dustin's more traditional boxer. He's standing there. Jack will dance a little bit. He'll dance similar to Suge in a lot of ways, switching his stances, juking one way, juking out, punching, bouncing all the way out. Fourth round, Dustin's come out, starts to pressure him right away. Tell Islam's feeling it, and again, Islam could be like looking tuckered out. A lot of it, this is weight cut. These weight cuts are fucking grueling. Still good motion though. You can just tell how disciplined the guy is. Here he goes. Good reaction on a double. So he shoots double. Head inside again. And look at Dustin's reactions. This is where also Jack does a good job. Dustin's reaction, he's down blocking. He's down blocking both hands, looking to get double underhooks. This is where Jack, when they shoot from so far away, he'll change his levels with his knees and he'll block them with the forearms. Even with Bilal, every time Bilal shot, he made sure he had like an elbow inside or he had some sort of hands inside. Good underhooks here. He jacks him up. Another head inside double. Head inside double, and look at Dustin's reaction. Meets him, gets a whizzer, gets his hips back. Can he circle though? Can he circle? So again, this is where Islam, this is where Jack's gonna have to, boom, sprawl. Once he gets his balance, you got to circle here. It's so easier said than done when you've had this guy on you for 15 minutes though. But in this position, head position, hips back, you have to circle your feet. Watch what happens when he doesn't. Gets to the fence, and now he's back on him, drops into another heavy double leg. Dustin's got hand inside. Let's see Islam move to that single again like he does. Moves to the single leg. Dustin looking for that power guillotine here, and he wraps his head, switches his ears, drives up into this still. Again, look at him driving off the mat, really pushing into him. Okay, steps inside, gets the lift this time. Yep, gets the lift. Now he hooks all the way behind his knee. Gets to the back. Dustin's right arm's in. Right arm's in, so he might be able to pull it back. But again, Islam's freak show strength. Some people, oh my God. These guys. Fucking strong. Seatbelt. Works up, tripods up. Dustin's got to get his chest underneath him unless he's looking for a switch here. Again, doing a switch, a classic switch is so hard when people's grip around your body so tight. That's a beautiful one. So he kind of waited for him to loosen up. Boom. Hits a hard switch. Switches his hips. Drives. Uses it to get up. That's beautiful there. Good switch. And surprised him with it. Issuing juicers to the body. douche, like old school Nick Diaz, baby. Islam's in this though. I mean, Dustin's in this fight again, and this is Dustin when he is however old he is. Jack is primed up. Jack is gonna be there for 5 rounds if he can avoid getting head and arm choked. Look at those combos. A lot of these. So Islam goes nice double jab 2, beautiful double jab 2. And this is where Jack's good at creative combos. So Dustin goes back in there, goes right hook, left uppercut, boom. Body shot, missed, nice. Then he goes reshoots. After they reset, he reshoots, head inside, and spears him in the double. We got brother Theo Vaughn in the back, getting hyped. Islam's looking to lock his hands, can't lock his hands, so he moves again to the single leg. And he's aware of that power guillotine, so he's keeping his head high enough to avoid that power guillotine. Dustin's looking for it. He kind of got a little wrap on his head, but you can only see with his right bicep, he's probably only hitting one side of the artery. On those 2 arteries right there, you got to get them both. You got to get elbow deep and get them both, so their heads right here strangling. But Islam's got just enough of an angle. So that's round 4 in the books. Round 5 comes out. They're scrapping. This is a beast of a pace. Freak show pace. Oh, the finest latte. Watch Dustin here. Good defense. The grip's above the knee. Watch Dustin get his knee above the grip, above Islam's grip. Frame. Kick away, slick. In the clinch. God, it's uncomfortable being with these guys in this sambo because it's not like you can be in this clinch and just worry about damaging them, punching them, kneeing them, kicking them. Islam's waiting for him to lift a leg for the knee so he can knee pick him. You're so worried about him taking you down. Islam's not worried one bit about Dustin taking him down. Again, the thing is, Dustin, being at American Top Team, had such good partners, training partners. Division I national champions, guys that are strong wrestlers. I don't know how good of wrestlers Jack is training with. I don't know. Double jab left hand right to the lips. Bloodied his beak a bit. So let's see this one. Steps in, head inside, same side single, southpaw, head inside. Grabs it, doesn't wait too long. This time he doesn't wait too long. This time he gets him moving. Kind of sits to his hip, which most people teach not to do in wrestling. But again, you're 18 minutes into a fist fight. He runs the pipe. Dustin's got good hips here, and he just circles towards it. He should be able to limp leg out of this. Okay, so he does a golf swing. He's got, look at his two pinch, and almost like it's like a golf swing. You zoop, rip her up, whoop, puts him up to his butt. Front headlock. The last place you want to be with Islam Makhachev is a front headlock, and I'm sure Jack and them, they know that. He did a good job avoiding the front headlock against Bilal. You give this guy a front headlock, good chance it's over. Sits into a guillotine, just a good tight pinch over the guillotine. Steps into half guard here. Right arm goes deep as possible, but not deep as most people need a DARS. Deep enough to where you can put that back. Look, he just goes to the wrist. Squeezes with his pecs, squeezes with his back. Just collapses everything, covers the head. And look at him, he's going full power into this. Oh, that's night. God damn it, the guy's a freak show. Jack and his team, it seems like a lot of that fight camp is surrounded by Jack, which, I mean, is all about Jack, which is kind of good. At this level, I think going into these team practices, when you're in the top 2, top 3, you're fighting for the title, I think these practices need to be around what you need to work on. If you're going into a American Top Team, some of these big gyms where it's like, okay, everyone's doing the same thing in practice. Everyone's doing the same thing. Everything's working on the same thing. I don't think that's the best, but I think Jack they're surrounded by guys that are trying to make him do the right thing. But again, are they grappling with guys like Islam Makhachev? It's just a different level of strength. And I think Jack is going to be able, hopefully be able to do a good job at the first couple rounds, shutting him down. Again, with his springy stance he has, his legs have to be in great shape where he's bouncing in, bouncing all the way out, not doing any lazy kicks, blocking the shots with his forearms like he does. Oh, he did a good job against Bilal with that. Let's see if he can do it, boys and girls. God, I hope he does. Let's go, Jack. Take him out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like and subscribe button. Comment your thoughts below. What's going to happen? Let's go. Love y'all. See you on the other side.